YouTube, I'm back with another video. Guys, I wanted to have a chance to shoot y'all, guess what? Some more gems for you, okay? So, man, I had a chance last night, watch one of them inspirational movies, right? And when you're doing what we do for a living, guys, door to door. Remember, door to door is tough. It's a hard business. If you just any type of individual, man, it's a mental grind. I mean, I understand the physical, but the mental is unreal. Stay out there for hours. Just keep moving and shaking and grooving, going knocking on door after door after door, and you ain't getting in. No love. You talking to customers at the door, and you're talking to them for a good 10 minutes thinking you about to get in that door, and they ain't with it. It's a mental destruction to get into this business. I mean, this is one of the hardest probably occupations you can do with a great reward. But guess what? It becomes easy once you get good at it. It becomes real easy once you get good at it. But until then, beginning, I wish that on nobody. So, that leads me up to my little story about the difficult of this industry. I was watching Door to Door Salesman movie. Man, if y'all guys don't watch that movie, please watch that movie. You talking about Bill Porter. Bill Porter. Man, so let me tell you a little bit about that story. How it just give us so much hope and so much. I mean, it just give you so much hope that this guy what he did. But anyway. And I'm going to just kind of brief it over a little bit just to break it down to a certain degree so people can understand. That's probably not even in door-to-door sales. So I could just kind of just break down it so you guys can understand it. Okay? So anyway, Bill and his mom. His mom, of course, great lady. He has how you say it, cerebral palsy. I can't really say it real good because I don't know the term of it, the word really well. But he had that sickness where his body is twisted. Basically, he can't move his arm. His speech impediment is crazy. He had a serious part of autism. Will keep him from being successful in life. Okay, so anyway, they said something happened to his eardrum where it twisted up his brain and locked down his one side of his body. It's crazy. So he walked with it was unreal. Okay, so anyway, his mom, man, kudos to his mother though. His mother kept him positive. She protected him. It was her baby. You know what I'm saying? Whatever a good mom would do for their child, they protect them. She protect her son. So I guess his dad died at an early age for him. So his mother pretty much raised him as a single woman. And with him, his dad was in sales. His dad did door-to-door sales back in the day. So she wanted to raise him up in door-to-door sales as well. So, what they did was she put him in the car one day, put a suit on him. He had went to some jobs and looking to, way back in the day, was no internet, young people. You had to actually walk into a job and ask them, "Can I get a job?" Okay, they did have that at one time. I remember it. So, he went into the company dressed up, suit, tie, whole nine. Went in and he went to a couple of couple of opportunities, jobs he was trying to get. So anyway, he went into this company called the Watkins Company. They sold products and services like soap, dish detergent, regular soap for your body, all type stuff. Okay, so they just sold different products, kind of like Johnson and Johnson. If y'all familiar, Johnson and Johnson, that's who they were like. So anyway, he got the. He went in. The guy turned him down like everybody else. They all see that he had a real bad part of autism. So it's just like I said, speech was crazy, whole night, barely can walk good. So everybody was turning him down. Well, he finally got tired of it. The guy turned him down. He walked out the door, then he came back into the door. And he told the guy, give me the worst route you got. Give me the worst route you got. He didn't care. He wanted to just work. And the guy was like, okay, I got something for you. So he ended up giving him this route. Well, actually, Bill started put on his tie. His mom put him on. His mom would drop him off in the community. And sometimes she would sit. Sometimes she would go home and come back at a certain time. So anyway, he doing door to door. He knocking on doors. He getting in. Well, a lot of time when people was going in and they was wanting to write up the service, they was kind of feeling sorry for him. This man had so much pride. He didn't want any pity. He didn't want people to give him nothing because of his bout of autism. He didn't want any special treatment. He wanted to earn it. Man, you got to respect that, man. He wanted to earn it. And he wanted no free lunches, man. Wow. And that's why, and that brings me a little bit to what we do. With this particular industry, with door to door, man, there ain't no shortcuts. Tell me a shortcut. People been doing door to door for what? 150 years, something like that, something crazy, and you still can't beat the system. You can't beat it. Only way you can beat the system is going to work, getting out that car door, and you going up to that house and going door to door. That's how you beat the system. So that's what I love about it. He wanted to take no free lunches out here. He went out and earned every dollar, door to door. So as the years kept going by, he out there taking care of he wanted to take care of his mom. Long story short on his mom ended up getting dementia. And it got real bad to the point she didn't even know who she was. So he had to put her in assisted living and drop her off. So now he got to take care of himself. He got bills to pay. So this guy out here grinding door to door. Man, let me tell you, he in the rain. He catching the bus. Man, listen to this. This dude catching the bus. He in the rain, cold. He just out there grinding mentally. You know how mental game that is? A regular human being can't even do this and stay out there. We're going to talk ourselves off that cliff so fast and get up out that area so quickly and get back in our car and keep moving. It's not him, not Bill. Kept going day after day, door after door, kept going. Well, let's just say years go by and he ended up, staying with the company, the Watkins Company, for a long time. So I want to say he was with the company about, at this point, about 30 years. He was right about that 30-year mark, okay? And when he got to that 30-year, right around that 30-year mark, every year they have a company dinner where, they recognize everybody and that whole year or whatnot. And they were eating dinner. All of a sudden, they was announcing awards. And, dude, this guy won the top salesperson for the company award. He won the top door-to-door salesperson in the company. You know how amazing that is? That's crazy. This guy had a speech impediment, barely could walk really, really well. Let me tell you how great this guy was. He couldn't even button up his shirts. He couldn't even button up his shirt because he couldn't move his arm. His arm on some of the sleeve. He couldn't even put his tie on. He used a clip on, but you know who did it? When he got to work, people would clip on his tie, button up his shirt every morning. He getting on the bus every single day. Rain, sleet, snow, didn't matter. The man was going for it. Man, crazy. So he just did it. I mean, door after door, year after year, longevity. We talked about it yesterday. I talked about that video. You can go check it out. But he had longevity, determination, everything I'm talking about. He from the old school grind, get it, you know, how you get it. That's me. That's me, guys. I got that longevity. I got that will to win. I keep going. Rain, sleet, or snow, it don't matter. I'm out there. I'm trying to make a living for my family. And it's like, you know, with him, anyway, let me finish up with him a little bit before I go back to this and kind of give me my take on what this apply to us. But so him leading on and just going door to door for years and years. So anyway, let's finish up real quick. He did it for years. He just won. I told you he won the Salesman of the Year. Well, it was a gentleman that when he was a kid, he went and knocked on their door, and he would have like little Muppets. He would play with the little kids with the little, like a little Muppet, like the puppet thing with the hand, and you smiling and playing with the kid with the voiceover type thing. And one of the kids he would play with like that. Well, this kid grew up with him on his routes, seeing him through the neighborhoods. Well, he became a beat writer for their local paper, and he thought of Bill. Thought of Bill. Went out to Bill's house and wanted to do an article on him. Y'all know Bill. He don't want no props. He don't want nothing. He just want to keep doing what he do. So anyway, he ended up doing an article on Bill. And man, let me tell you, that article caught fire. It resonated around the country and people started reading his story. So anyway, he got really well known in his community, which was unreal. He was actually a folk hero, to be honest with you. Crazy. And 2020 did a piece on the guy. They talked to him, and they talked to the gentleman that did the story on him. And they told it from their perspective, the whole nine. And it was so unreal. And Bill ended up doing door to door for 43 years. 43 years. Think about that. Listen, this guy did door to door for 43 years. Unreal. Man, you can't even get 2 weeks out of people. Less than 43 years. I'm in year 30. This guy 43. I got to keep grinding another 13 more years to get to his level. God willing, I don't know what God got in store for me. But you think about that thing. 43 years out here grinding, door-to-door sales. Wow. That's real, man. That is so real to me. You know, and guess what? Me doing it for 30 years, I'm an OG in the game. You got some guys out here been door knocking right since they was 20, 21, 22. They probably in their mid-30s, 30, 31, 32, 33, whatever, 34. And they OGs in the game. They would be considered OGs in the game, been door knocking for like 15 years or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at I'm 30 years in. 30. I know I'm one of the dying breeds. Like today, they teach guys they don't even wear ties, briefcases, overcoats and all that stuff, sweaters and all that crazy stuff from back in the day. I still wear that stuff because that's my era. Even though he ended up, I don't know what year he retired. He ended up at the later at the end of the story, and I can save a little bit for you guys. He did pass away, 2013, if I'm not wrong. But he ended up passing away at 81. That's another great thing. Look what door-to-door sales did for that guy. Kept him with a purpose. This guy lived at 81 years old. That's amazing. Door-to-door give you so much. I mean, he got exercise every day. He was out there grinding. He had a purpose to live. He loved what he do for a living. He had a purpose instead of just sitting around, and they could have threw him away, especially back in that era where autism wasn't a major thing. You was pretty much, they called you retarded. I know in my school that's what they called you back in the early days. And he defined himself not by being that, because I'm sure in my era they were hard on kids with autism. Can you just imagine back in the 50s? And he was born in 32, so 40s, 50s, 30s. Well, he was born early 30s, so 30s, 40s, and 50s, probably when he kind of graduated from high school and all that other crazy stuff. But this guy older than my parents, and he ended up, fighting through that thing, man. Oh man, so many lessons in this movie is just unreal to me. Unreal. So anyway, he ended up passing away. So rest in peace, Bill. But anyway, the lessons to be learned in this thing, man, first of all, is, let me cut it up a little bit. What I love, first of all, don't let people define you. Meaning, if you got a goal and a career you shooting for, man, why stop? Go for what you want to go for. Do what you want to do. You can definitely beat the odds like this guy did. That's number one. Keep going, man. Fight, okay? For what you want to do. Number two is, man, what I loved about it is he made something into nothing. Meaning, he took a route, he took a situation that pretty much was a dead-end situation, but he made it his own. Really? The guy made it his own. They said, you know what that's like? That's like they saying, I'm putting you in the roughest neighborhood in whatever state, and we're going to drop you off, man. Do your thing. And this guy did it. That's like, they driving off laughing, snickering because they left you somewhere they know you ain't going to survive it. We know the movies where they laugh and they know you ain't going to survive it. And then when they come back to pick you up just to drive around and they don't see you, they like, okay, we figure he ain't survived. And then all of a sudden, they see you walking from the shadows coming back, and you got a smile on your face. And this guy got water and candy and cookies, and he done made friends, the whole nine craziness. That's what this is like. Man, he made something into nothing. Okay? Number three. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Longevity, man. Longevity. Repeating yourself. Getting up at the same time. Having your mindset straight where you got up straight up. Where you got up every single day. And no sick days, no nothing. You just got up every single day and wouldn't go knock on the door. Nobody had to beg you. Nobody had to say, Bill, you're going to be fired. You don't get out there. None of that. This dude got up every single day and went to go grind. Listen to that lesson, man. This guy had a disability. And we talking about regular human beings like myself, able-bodied, can go get it. This guy couldn't even barely talk, man. And he went to go get it every single day. Year in, year out. Year in, year out. Knocking on doors every day. All day. They said, I'm trying to think how many miles they said he was done. I think they say he's knocking like 7 miles a day, some crazy stuff. Getting off the bus, knocking 7 miles a day. Month in and month out. Month in and month out. Unreal to me, okay? Then, the thing about it was, he was making friends. Networking. So guess what? When he was going up to them doors, you know how many people was telling him no? They couldn't understand the man. I mean, really. They couldn't even really understand him. But he would go get his message out any way necessary. Oh my God, man. This guy is just unreal to me, man. Superman for real. So, and guess what? I didn't really see that movie because during the time he was doing it, the story wasn't out. I don't think the story came out to the early 2000s. I'm already in the business. I'm in the game. I'm doing what he doing. So I'm not even knowing his story is being written right now, like my story being written right now. So I'm going to get off this line, guys. I done talked long enough. I just wanted to let y'all guys know, if you believe, you can achieve. And he showed you can achieve, man. The guy had a go-getter attitude. What you call a go-getter? He was a go-getter at the highest level. I mean, that's why it was like he was a folk hero, man. They're still talking about this guy. What's your legacy gonna be? How they gonna remember you? How they gonna remember you? I'm trying to finish writing mines now. That's why I'm putting most of it on camera. Because if I don't, who gonna hear my legacy? So anyway, guys, love talking to y'all, man. Remember, go watch that movie, man. Door-to-Door Salesman movie. Door-to-Door Salesman movie. Awesome movie, man. Definitely motivational. So if you having a tough day in the field and you ain't made no money, sales down right now, go watch this guy. Let him uplift you. Let him show you that, adversity is just everything. This is just life. Up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what life is. Throw you curveballs. Throw you that curve every single day. And you got to get back up and keep fighting with problems on your plate all the time. So anyway, guys, appreciate just throwing you a little bit of knowledge and gems like I always drop. But like, subscribe to my channel, share it, and let's keep growing this thing, guys. I'm going to keep coming, man. I'm like him. I'm keep coming. I don't care if I get one viewer a day. I don't care, because I'm getting my message out. And that's all I care about, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.